black jobs.
Why is a Latino standing 10 toes down on just American industry, but then having the nerve to go up against a bunch of bootlegs? We have been, listen, man, we have been so fucking run up the fucking stream and just done dirty by people who look like us. This is why they've always trotted out this first black bullshit, y'all. To co-opt your minds as if it's some form of progress when you got these jigaboos in the background always running plays against us. Always against the collective. So they can be the special Negro and Negresses.
Doesn't make sense though, right? I mean,
and look at this punk. You're a punk. And look at this clown over here with the jacket on. These are not all of these punks. These are punks. These are melanated punks. Do you hear me? And they all seem to have a particular look about them. These Negroes are so happy that they get to smell the fucking shit turd of a fucking wheelchair that Jesse Jackson's sitting in. They're close enough to get a whiff of that ass, you cowards. This is the shit. When you want to know why things don't move, it has been these kind of folks who have always been among us. You can start at the home first. Okay? Let me finish to play the rest of this, then I'm going to go to Brother Short. I'll play the rest of this out.
The comedian, Christian comedian. Move on with Darius Brooks and uplifted by Jacqueline.
No answer to the question, but that anybody involved with this,
free admission.
and I'll answer the question for you because it doesn't matter about black jobs. This is about raising money for their coalition. They don't actually do things to support the black community because if they did, they'd be working to stop black on black violence. But what they want to do is continue DEI, continue making excuses, continue victim mentality instead of setting people free. That's what that is. To the point where they're praying to the Holy Spirit for abortion, for homosexuality, and for illegal aliens. You talk about deception. The devil is the deceiver, and he has deceived this group of people, sadly. Pray for them.
Dr. Short, you got it.
There's an interesting thing I'll say. And of course, tell your audience they can all go to hell if they don't get what I'm saying. What black people, black men used to have was a concept of an all-powerful God of justice, as well as a God of judgment and a God of mercy. These days, if I had to say anything to you about black men, is they don't believe in nothing. They don't even believe in heterosexuality uniformly. It's amazing. Try to get 2 or 3 like-minded black men around any principle. It's hard. It's easier to mobilize and organize black women than black men.
Come on.
In fact, it's easier to get Sister Star to outgive all the men listening to this at one time. Because one of the things is that black men are not just buck broken, sodomized physically, but they're sodomized spiritually when you don't believe in God. I'm talking about the Bible. Yeah. You were talking about the church. The other thing is, like I said, you can be in a car and not be a motorist or a person that knows how to drive. You can go to a religious building but not be a genuine believer and follower of the great life manual called the Bible. The black man has become a goddamn apostate freak.
Come on.
Money, sex, pleasure, unnatural sex, just bullshit. Stupid ass sports controlled by the people. Now you got to be gay to be a pro athlete. All this crazy shit. Got to wear a dress. This is unheard of. when
Come on.
people had a concept that there was a God and it wasn't a white man or a dollar bill or a degree or being accepted or whatever. And we have become a deluded group of men that don't know anything and don't care to know. And so that one guy asked a straight question and he understood all those people there about paper, money. They don't care how many black babies are killed, how much murder goes on, how much AIDS has impacted community. As long as they get paid, their mission, as has been the mission for decades, actually since at least since the 1940s, but even before, for over 100 years, fund our organizations for us not to really do what the people need. We don't want to serve the masses of black people. We only want to serve a few.
That's
We
right. Come
don't
on.
have black supermen. We save everybody but ourselves. So the black people in particular, we got this, no, black men. Black men have become dandified bitches
Mm.
and have for decades, and they won't stop being bitches. We use the word bitch because it's us,
Mm.
the
Come on.
biggest bitches in our neighborhoods, and our black men. You are bitches. You don't support nothing. Show me something where black people are under attack that black men as a collective are fighting. Drugs in our neighborhood, gangs, illegals, missing persons. You show me the one goddamn thing that black men will stake their fucking lives on to protect their people, not an individual, but a collective, and not 10 black men, but 1,000, 100,000. Like these illegals, put them in a factory, let them not get paid what they're supposed to. These guys will walk out to
They
make
sure
certain that
would.
everyone gets paid. You could be on a job and you hope EEOC, which throws out 97% of the cases and almost all cases on race, especially when they're black. And maybe the EEOC will help you because your own black colleagues will sit there, watch you, and not understand. Because we've got, as the Bible says, having a form of godliness but denying the power therein. We have a form of manhood, but no manhood power. And you will only get manhood power from being connected to God. And you got these stupid ass, satanic, Luciferian, fake ass, degenerate black men calling themselves gods. It's such a goddamn disgrace. You call yourself God, but you're murdering your children, or you're with a woman that murders your children, or you're an abortion clinic getaway driver. You're not a fucking man. You can bust a nut, but you can't create a legacy of a sustained family with intergenerational wealth. Who the fuck are you kidding?
Well, you know what, brother Short? Listen, I love the energy. But you know what? Listen, you woke something up for me. But I'm gonna hold on to that. I got brother Q in the building. Brother Q from Let's Talk Too, sir. Always a pleasure to see our brother Q. Salute, Q.
Good, ear-
Salute, man.
good early evening, everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Are you up to speed, man? And if you are, what's your take on this so far, man? We just getting started.
This is the passing of the torch from one old ass coon to the next coon.
Come on.
This is Bryant's way of getting baptized for selling out black people. This is his way of the torch being passed from Jesse to him.
Come on. Wake that
Can you
up.
say
Yep.
crap
Jesse,
ties? Crap ties.
Jesse, with all due respect, I'm not judging him as far as being his maker, but let the old man go.
Yeah. Let him work.
He looked
Yeah.
bad. He looked bad out there.
cooking
And
hell.
it's almost sad. I was checking out the brother who did the commentary. I don't know if he's black, white, Puerto Rican, whatever, but it's almost amazing. In thinking about what Dr. Short was saying, is these traders have been going on for generation, and they don't die. They multiply.
Come on. Come on.
They need to die. They need to go off. They need to just
Mm,
go away.
mm,
They are
mm,
enemies.
mhm.
They are enemies. And we can sit here, myself, Chef, Dr. Short. You don't even need us to tell you. You got an individual who was there telling you that they're enemies to the black community. And he
Which
might not
is
even be white.
wild. And hey, Q, and he may not even be. He probably have no connection to the black community. The dude look blue-eyed. He looked like a Spaniard.
And then you get the people that say, and it's interesting because I had this conversation with someone today. They say, "Oh, we wouldn't do those jobs. Wouldn't do those jobs." Bullshit.
Come on, man.
If you don't live in the city, you're gonna farm. That's just gonna be the way of life. If you live in a major city, it might not be no land to farm, but you're gonna adjust. And this video needs to go viral. This video needs to be talked about more because it's really sad that we have a small selection of Black Americans who see this and call it out, and the larger community from us, they act like they don't care
That
because
part.
they
Come on.
don't.
Come
They
on, Q.
don't.
Because
We
they
would
think
we
they're not men, and that gets back to my point. Fagonist. We
we would
are
rather.
a back broken brother fucker male culture. Okay, it's
Yes,
the same way we've been doing this pat talk for what, a year plus, and Sister Star and the sisters 150 million times support us, way more than all the little taker motherfuckers out there listening who whine about nobody speaking to black male issues, and when black men do it, they think this shit is free. They act like a bitch who's getting child support.
Mm.
Your asses are castrated even when you're not on a job. You don't know how to give, don't know how to support, won't share, won't help, won't be supposed to carry your ass across the threshold of life. We got bitch, male, bitch, car, that kill they
and
can't.
the Matrix.
Hold on, brother Short. Hold on, brother Short. They got you. Now go ahead and try to talk. Let's see if it reset. Go ahead, talk.
Okay, we got a bitch male culture.
Do me a favor, brother Short. Drop down and come back in. They got you.
And the reality, and I'll just pick up until Dr. Short comes back. The reality is that what more proof as Black people do we need? Like, honestly, let's all ask ourselves as individuals who are in the chat, who are listening to the broadcast, what more proof do you need
Right.
that we have to clean house first before we get any substantial progress? What could a coon do for you? Nothing. But continue to send you, your family, to the slaughterhouse. Lambs to the slaughterhouse.
That
Mm.
part. That part.
That's
cooking,
what
Q.
we're being. We're being slaughtered. And the only way is you could be, and I respect a lot of people that's have came before us that have been calling it out, like our sister Cynthia McKinney. But at a certain point, I see why she just left and got away from it.
Mm.
I see why. Because you're fighting an uphill battle, and people will ostracize you because you're calling out the traitors.
That part. Come on.
The very same people who are affected. Because the reality is that a lot of us may not be directly affected by these people's treachery.
No,
These
everybody's
people,
impacted
most
by
of us
that.
in the major cities, most of us live in a food desert.
Mm.
They don't talk about that. They're not addressing that. They're not addressing getting these major supermarkets in the inner cities to help people. They literally got more Planned Parenthood facilities in black communities than supermarkets.
Wake that the fuck up. Come on. Come on.
Mm.
Or whatever's
And
left of the black communities.
these, and I never bring up religion, but these are the people of what cloth? That same cloth that they supposed to be the people that need to be wrapped around their neck.
Mm.
Come on.
These
Amen.
people are traitors.
Traitors to God, man. Look, Jesse Jackass. I just want to say this because this shit isn't new. When Jesse Jackson bought first property in D.C., it was a house I lived in. Why did he buy the house? To have a place to fuck women other than his wife.
Come on.
Right? I'm just telling you. And in order for him to have a trick pad, a family that was doing community work was rendered homeless. My family, 50 years ago. Okay, 50 years ago. He's been a piece of shit all this time, and he was complicit in Martin Luther King's assassination. He was there when, what's this guy's name? Whitney Young was assassinated off of the coast of Nigeria. Jesse Jackson's is a part of the betrayal of black people. Jamal Bryant, like I'll tell anyone, I'm not an advocate for violence, but had people been there to throw tomatoes and eggs at them, this would have been a more effective rally. Black people are such whore clout chasers. Even a little bitch nigga with the doo-doo ball dreads that was looking all quizzical like he could get a blowjob out of Jesse in the wheelchair.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to call it what it is. I don't care what, and by the way, people should be sponsoring this show. I know how to make people go away. Where's the people's damn money on Father's Day? Chef C is a father figure. Q is a father figure. Juan is a father figure. A punk ass nigga, look at him. He's probably got an X-ray camera on his phone so he can see what Jesse got packing in the chair. Look, we don't do anything if the oppressor funds our elimination and he gives crumbs to our traitors and we don't do anything for it, then we've incentivized our own elimination.
Come on.
Our action our inaction, our failure to act. And I'm going to tell you something. People don't respect black men because black men ain't respectable as a collective. And I'm sick and tired of wanting to get an Uber or a taxi. And because we got liar, grifter, stealing, lying, chiseling black men, we pay for them. We pay for these fucked up black men. And every time you meet a fucked up black woman with the bitch attitude where you want to jab slap the bitch, she's been hurt and raped since she was born by another black man or a brother or uncle. We pay an incredible psychological tax for fucked up black men who don't give a damn. And I want to fucking have a tax revolt. So fuck all the fake ass black men out there. There are millions of you, not shit. Y'all should all be castrated or commit suicide. Get the fuck out of our way so we can find the real ones. So we can do something. I'm just saying this. You talk to other people that are organizers, all the begging and shit you got to do to get people to come together for their own benefit. It's as if they just want to say no to things changing for their betterment because it's your idea. Can't believe that somebody don't want to rip off or rape, So I'm just telling you, we're going to get downsized. When I was doing the funeral last week, And just a lot of niggas are just based out, bombed out. I mean, god damn. I mean, the wreckage. And these are the people that want to make all the bastards. And we keep to make them seem, okay, we don't use the word bastard anymore. Yes, we have a bastard culture. One of the big problems is this. On Father's Day, we got to talk about it, is that there is not a pussy shortage. There's a father shortage. There's a patriarch shortage. There's a real matriarch which works with the patriarch shortage. And we've got a glut of bastards, whores, sorry-ass people, godless, unchurched, people with no respect for anything. And they're fucking a disgrace. And yes, the illegals and other people are here to replace our asses, and they don't care. But the people that say they do, scriptures say, don't just be hearers of the word, but doers. We need to do a pause, Chef C. We need a damn sponsor. Sponsor this shit. God damn it.
Well, you know what? I agree, sir. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking a small break here. We need our first sponsors or sponsors of today's broadcast. To become a sponsor is $25 contribution. Co-sponsorship, same $25. And to be the sole sponsor, you must surpass the $25 contribution. Let's see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it going.
Let's see if they're going to even do it up.
Scared to death Negroes are my enemy.
Yeah. It's entertainment. Harlem World. I'm the legend from the Hudson. Hey ma, how you? I am that dude. You are so cute. Oh, it's lit. We knew. Talk to me. Hey ma, how you? I am that dude. You are so cute. Oh, it's lit. We knew. Talk to me. Pulled up to the club. I'm talking to La Marina. My cousin Chucky Black is wavy. He in the Beamer. Mommy looking good. She see me. She with the peoples. And this is how entertainment. We moving like we the Beatles.
Scared to death Negroes are my enemy.
Salute, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say we have our first sponsor and a contributor to today's broadcast. But we have our first sponsor, our brother Juan J. Johnson, LWF, who happens to also be the sponsor of season 2 on their next podcast. But we appreciate him putting on and keeping this thing going. So salute to my brother Juan J. Johnson, LWF Training, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. We appreciate you, brother Juan J. Johnson. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we have brother J. McMorris, Jonathan Morris, with a broadcast contribution today, helping us keep the kitchen open today, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you, brother Jonathan, for coming through. Salute to you. Yes, indeed. Appreciate both of our brothers coming through and putting on lip service ain't real service. We appreciate these brothers here today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep the conversation going where it needs to go. Okay? Because again, in a system such as this, we need to understand that there are so many sympathizers who are at a particular point in life where you cannot save them, ladies and gentlemen. The very thing that makes us great people here in these United States is what is weaponized to fucking to get rid of us, y'all. They're using the very moral fiber that makes us who we are to genocide us. Okay? I just want to make it very, very plain to a lot of folks. Our welcoming attitude and mentality to everyone is the thing that got all your Martin Luther King drives and boulevards looking like fucking deserts throughout this country. When they used to be really nice. Black folks dressed up looking fly. Right? Industries that we were running on these Martin Luther King boulevards. Most of them now look like ruins, third world countries. And now a good amount of them are making room for the very illegal immigrant that so many of these fucking bootlicks love. Okay? Your civil rights ain't never been your rights. It's been everybody else's. And that was the trick bag. Let's bring this thing up here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and bring this. Now, hear it from I guess they could call this a Mexican American. Okay? Well, let's hear how she feels about a lot of what seems to be going on out here. Fair use.
We do not move to America because we think it's a better country. We move here because it's a little less worse than our other countries. Because you're
little less worse. Let's go to, you know what? Let me play this and then we'll have a commentary. Sometimes these folks could trigger your boy. But I need to, peel it back and let's percolate and hear her. Hear what she says particularly. Let's remove the emotions and let's understand that this is a lady who is, first and foremost, is a female, right? Because Negroes immediately like to cape for these exotics. See, she got the long hair. She got the glasses. Somebody looking at this screen right now, yo, I hit that. Somebody looking at this screen right now saying that some Negro in particular is looking at this screen right now and say, you know what, I still hit that. No matter what she about to say.
Even if her family's going to kill me, it'll be worth dying for some exotic coups. I mean, just
come on.
Despicable black men that fuck a weak-ass, swirler traitor, Benedict Arnold coon-ass niggas out there.
Right. Let's play this. Yes, sir. That's right, brother.
Stupid to think that we moved to this country for some hot dogs and some baseball. We have better vibes, music, food, culture, history, literally all of the above. We just moved here because we are looking to make more money and offer a better chance for our families.
Conquest! If I ever heard it, Conquest. Fuck what you had. It's my turn now. It's my family's turn now. Negroes. I don't care that you quote unquote built the country. That's not me saying the quote unquote. That's them. I don't care that you got all these inventions. My family need that up off you. Black America. This is your Mexican chick. My family need all of that shit that you got. Run me that. Run me all those inventions. Run me all that creativity. Run me all of that style. I'll give you a little coochie in the meantime. That's nothing for us because we give our pussy all the time over there.
With that big ass rape tree at the border with their drawers hanging up everywhere.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. This is a woman. This is a first and foremost, cats is seeing a woman with glasses. I'm seeing a fucking mercenary
with the pussy.
Negro money.
Come on, man. We gotta.
Money, cool.
Yeah, it's. Let's play some more of this. Let's go.
Did you know that the minimum wage a day, not an hour, a day in Mexico is not even 15 American dollars? Not even 15 American dollars. Right now with $15 in San Diego, I could go maybe buy a matcha and half of a granola bar, honey. If you support ICE, you support people getting destroyed. If you support families getting destroyed, I hope you rot in hell.
I support ICE. And I should call it, if I could call, you know what? Let me write this down. Hold on. I'm calling ICE on her ass after this broadcast.
You know what? Why does she hate hell? It doesn't have a border. I don't get it.
She gonna burn by her damn self with a burrito in her hand.
Why does she hate hell? It has no border.
Okay. Look. I'm gonna go to Q.
Okay, I repeat. Why do you hate hell? It has no border.
Hey. I'm gonna let it percolate for a touch, brother. Short. Q, go ahead, man. Over 80 plus in the building. Keep hitting the likes. Keep sharing this with all of your immigration and sympathizers.
Contributing.
And keep there you
giving. Go. That's right. Give Chef. Let him on Father's Day cook. He wants something other than Chef Boyardee. He wants to get some artisanal ravioli and shit, you know, with the little lines and stuff in it. You know what I'm talking about. When Chef have ravioli, he don't want no shit, no can. No. He want like the $50 stuff.
God damn it, I'll just make it myself. God damn it.
Yeah, but the point is, but if you don't, or you go out to have it made.
Yeah.
I mean, and really good raviolis. You know, I understand good ravioli with some ground lamb in it instead of, you know, whatever they've got mystery meat. We need people to give to this. In fact, to just say this, I'm gonna talk about money today, right? Rattle my damn tambourine because Father's Day. Another reason we don't have fathers is that we de-incentivize manhood and fatherhood. In particular, I'm going to just say it. Black men are the biggest horizontal castrators. If you're a black man out there, you know that you backstabbed and been a bitch and hated on someone, don't want to be a faggot, but then with the woman, you want that too. I'm going to just talk about it. We have to stop being bitches. And I'll tell you something, women give if they really like you. They'll even support a nigga in prison who has other boyfriends if they like him. What do black men support? They don't even support strip clubs that we own. Buy liquor that other people make, cigarettes other people make. You know, we bitch about black women getting their nails and their weave, but there's a lot of stupid shit like grills and tattoos and stupid shit that black men spend money on. We're not going to even get into drugs or alcohol. Black men are the embodiment of fools and money. And we do not put money on each other. You know what? Those illegals, they back each other. They do.
Facts.
They back each other.
Heavy.
Black men are backstabbing, two-faced bitches. They're bigger hoes than child support fraudsters. Y'all need to repent, nigga. Give an offering today to Bishop C, Chef C. Write
I
a
know.
check, do something.
Hold on, brother. Shaw. Don't put the bishop. Don't let me stay away from the church tag, sir. So let if you want to hit the just hit the kitchen, y'all. But we got Deacon Short in here. We got Brother Deacon
The
Short.
kitchen is like next to the choir where the preachers get their money from. At least you got good food. We'll call him Bishop Good Food. Bishop C Good Food. Bishop Chef C Good Food. And we want folks to support.
Well, I'll say this, Brother Short. I want to go to Q. We got 90. What shit? We got 90 plus in here already. Definitely make sure you share this with somebody that dislikes the ICE talking point. We support ICE on this particular platform, y'all. That's right. I am a snitch. That's right. Proud.
Say it loud. I hate illegals and proud.
Hey.
Say it loud. I hate illegal immigrants and I'm proud.
Illegal immigrants. That's right. Illegal immigrants and I'm proud. Listen, you hearing it first. I'm calling ICE on her when I get off the broadcast.
Please.
Yeah. But let me go to Brother Q. Brother Q, sir, talk to me, man.
Please, it's Father's Day. Don't separate that beautiful family. Keep that family at the border. Please call ICE. Please do your civic duty. 866-347-2433. And the reason why it says us, for those that don't know, that
hold on, Brother Short. Go ahead, Q.
That is the American flag. We are traditional, native, black, descendants of slaves, whatever title you want to give us. We are Americans. Get them out of this country.
Cage is sold separately.
This woman is an enemy to the Constitution. She's telling you she's an enemy to the Constitution.
That's a fact. She's telling you.
Do your civic duty. Please, 866-347-2433. ICE. And there is a financial reward involved. Register your name and be deputized as an unofficial ICE agent. Go to the local Bravos. Go to the local job lots. Go to bodegas.
Your local tire changer. Go ahead.
Home Depot. Go to Lowe's.
Your hospital.
24-hour.
All these fucked up nurses. Please. God damn it, man. Those hoes be killing people. And you know what?
America great again.
And tell that woman she needs to give Waktala his fucking claws back. She has the Black Panther's claws, y'all. See the kind of shit they're doing? Bitch, you need to give him his shit back. She must have taken those off the set, man, of Black Panther. Have you seen nails on anything since you've seen like Black Panther 1? Damn. Look at the nails again. Put that shit up, Chef C. Give those things back. Those things belong to what's his name? Chadwick Boseman's outfit. The nails she's got.
T'Challa.
I'm sorry, T'Challa. Yeah. Those are T'Challa's nails that she's got. Get those shits back. They steal everything.
Yeah, Black Panther. But
don't let nobody fool y'all. It's a whole bunch of people calling ICE. You might as well do it. Get the money. You won't have problems at the gas station, at the grocery store. Let an immigrant help you take care of your family.
And calling ICE is the new black job. Y'all need to get y'all black jobs on. That's your black job, calling ICE.
But hold on. Let me give you what you need now, because I need some folks to be able to make the right kind of calls now. There's some that are a little more outspoken, and then there are others who are slightly reserved, ladies and gentlemen. But I want you to get a good look of one of the outspoken versions of these illegal immigrants here, because they've been able to feed a little bit of rice and peas And they get emboldened because you niggas going and get rice and peas with the adobo, baked chicken. And then talk about some extra sauce. You got to cut that shit out, man. Look, let's go ahead and play this, y'all. Let's play this.
You go to cover, nigga. I'm fake, nigga. I know you do, dog. I'll spit on your plate. I'll put my dick on your plate, nigga. Fuck your family. Fuck your kids, nigga. That's all this. I can't sleep comfortably because of you.
Hold on. Can't sleep comfortably because of you now. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand that you think this particular little runt is the only one who has that sentiment. All right. Then he's got his little partner in crime. All right. You got some niggas, they'll hit this. Somebody would hit this. Because she sound the way she sound. Niggas is attracted to to her voice. Stupid shit.
Be fucking getting a whole fucking plate. He be fucking expecting us to give us a whole fucking shit. That nigga right there.
You go to Kava?
Yeah, you do, nigga. Stop playing. Yeah, you do. Nigga, act like I don't know your fucking face. Stop fucking playing. Fucking talking about, can I get a fucking discount? Can I get a fucking this? Can I get a fucking that? That nigga right there. Point that shit at him right there. Point that shit at there right there.
He doesn't look like he go to Kava, though.
And this cat right here with the little joint, he looked like an immigrant too under that mask. Don't get it twisted with these types either. This is an immigrant under that mask. But they think is that monetizing this content. That's all they want to do is run around. They don't care who it displaces.
I want to hear you say it.
All right.
Your name is Toby. You're going to learn to say your name. Let me hear you say it. What's your name?
Right. Right.
When the master gives you something, you take it. He gave you a name. It's a nice name. It's Toby. And it's going to be yours till the day you die. Now, I know you understand me. And I want to hear it. Again!
You got the whole clip this time, Q? Let's play some more.
I want to hear you say your name. Your name is Toby. What's your name?
He about to copyright the shit out of this.
They're going to whip him dead.
Come on.
What's your name? Say it. Toby. Who are you? Say your name. What's your name?
Toby.
This is a damn shame. Look, let's play some more of this. Bye.
Hell no. Hell no.
He ain't going to that Kava.
What's your favorite thing to order at Kava?
Everything.
These are your service providers, y'all. These are your service providers.
You think they ain't spitting in your food?
No, say that again, Q.
You think they ain't spitting in your food? When you come in the store, they'll just and it ain't about. Let's just say it's about politics. They'll say, "Oh, you look like you don't support what we doing. You don't look like you down with our cause. Let's spit in this food."
But look, I mean, again, this is the type of bullshit that we have to. There's so many people, man. I was down in the Carolinas cooking for a family. And I've known that particular area for years, y'all. Okay? That was always predominantly a Black American community, to be very clear. Predominantly Black American the whole time. Actually, just Black American. Okay? But I went down there because I had a service to provide, okay, over the weekend. And for the first time going down there, ladies and gentlemen, I saw a Mexican chick walking those country roads, just randomly walking outside. And it messed me up so bad. It really, really did. It messed me up so bad seeing that Mexican girl walk on the side of the road. And then I found out at a separate time that another Latino guy just bought up about 40 acres down the road. Now, these are totally different people, not from the same family, nothing, right? And I say to the person, as a black American living over there, I said, what? You said a Latino guy just bought up 40 acres in this community? And she said, yeah. And I said, there goes the fucking neighborhood. And guess what the response was that I got? Well, they much more quieter than the black folks that live behind where we at. What? They don't even be loud like that. Oh, it's much better to have them come over in the community than to be dealing with these Negroes, essentially. Still dealing with them. It is so diabolical, y'all, that the work to even usher in these new folks is done by a particular type of black American, right? Who has a mindset that let me just welcome everybody. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, you're sitting here acting as if, right? You're sitting here acting as if this person who just bought 40 acres down the street from you, walking up the street, is coming to say hi because he wants to be a part of the neighborhood instead of taking over the neighborhood. See, you don't have a fucking understanding of what's happening to where you are. It fucking ruined it killed me because I know that community particularly. My whole life I've known that community to be just black Americans, y'all. And the willingness, the openly willingness just to other people come in there, right? And never just, it's okay to be selfish, right? It's okay to say, this is just for us. But Negroes have abandoned that particular mindset. We wonder how immigration became so effective, right? And then we hear about the Great Migration that took place in the 60s or a little earlier, if I'm correct, Brother Short. Help me out if I'm inaccurate there. Okay.
1915 to 1970.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We wonder, how did it happen so easily? Then we see it happen in our time, real time, ladies and gentlemen. Just over the last 4 years, we saw the floodgates reopen and people get flooded in here. Dr. Short's been alive long enough to see more of that happen in different waves than I have. Even Brother Q, right, Brother Q? I'm the youngest on the panel right now. But, having watched it and bared witness to it just now over the last 4 years, and then to go into these old communities that, for those that see them, those old black communities that used to exist, and you finally see some other ethnicities walking around there, you said this shit is over. And it doesn't ring a bell in their minds, ladies and gentlemen, say, Mayday, Mayday, some shit is happening. Slow it down. No, it's let them in. So the guy who just bought 40 acres down the street from this particular family that I was speaking to, right, walked through the entire neighborhood. He took it upon himself. Check this. Now the highway it's a long road. One of them old down south roads. The Spanish guy took it upon himself to go to every black house, shake their hands, and introduce himself. I said, there goes the neighborhood. You guys think that this is a fucking a celebration? No, he's telling you, I'm here to stay, and at some point you're going to have to get down or lay down. I'm here to take shit over. Conquest. Go ahead, Brother Short. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, I want to say this. I have to blame the main people who fucked us up. And it's the crooked ass boule church leadership that teaches people that everybody is brothers and sisters and everybody is friends. It's interesting you celebrate David killing Goliath, but whose head do we cut off that's bothering us? Right? You teach us that Judas was wrong to sell Jesus out, but yet treason is the modality of the black. It's the methodology of black leadership in this country is betrayal. So we're the only people that the traitors, the rapists, the pedophiles, the backstabbers, I mean, that openly do it. The white folks have pedophiles and backstabbers, but this shit's kind of cloaked. It's dressed up, right? We're the only people that get folks who are meaning us harm and actively show us that. We celebrate them. It's very confusing and enraging to even people that hate us. Like the guy that was at that press conference. Why are they doing this to their own? And there was no one black who heard what he said that came up to talk to him, to say thank you. Or, right? In other words, and I know what it's like to be at a gubernatorial a primary, right? A primary meeting, political rally in Maryland. Wow. 11 years ago. And I put a question to the gentleman who was a congressman. What's his name? He was a congressman. He's left Congress. He couldn't win anything, but he's Jamaican and Swiss from Maryland. And I asked him, what was he going to do for blacks in Maryland? And he mentioned that we support gay marriage, we legalize marijuana, and we're against the death penalty. Okay. And nobody, I was there, not a person. There were hundreds of people in the room. Nobody responded. In fact, I can't even believe my question got through. But the sister saw the question, and passed it through. And he could say that in a room of people, it wasn't reported, it didn't happen. Our people are under Luciferian delusion. We're spiritually dead already, Chef C. And the only hope people have is to turn to God real fast. Sinners run to Jesus while you can. I'm not talking about T.D. Jakes's lube and tube Jesus.
Come on.
I'm talking about Nat Turner's Jesus. I'm talking about Frederick Douglass's Jesus. Harriet Tubman's Jesus. Medgar Evers' Jesus. That's what I don't like about black men and black people. We have examples of the right way, but most of us are liar, bitch ass, coward, phonies. We need to see that shit in the crowd, or it doesn't count. So if I see you, you know what I'm talking about, Chef C. There'll be other brothers that are cooks, whatever, chefs. They'll see you, but because you don't have 10, 20 people around saying Chef C is great, he's not great, even though we see it. We need people that hate us to tell us that Chef C is good. Only then. That's too fucking late. The Bible has this thing talked about the 5 stupid virgins. These are hoes that end up in hell because they know shit's about to change. And they have instructions of what's necessary to hook up with the person that's going to take them to the next level. And you know what they do? They waste all their oil. They party. And then when they hear, oh my God, the change is about to come, they go to the people that did things the right way and said, hey, look, mess up your opportunity and help us because we fucked up because we were stupid. So we get to benefit for what we didn't work for or didn't hold out for. And that's what I'm saying. There's going to be a delineation between you atheistical, Luciferian, satanic type black folks who don't know right from wrong or don't want to know, who need 100 people who are Klansmen to tell you a black person's good, and yet you'll say white man's the devil at the same time. Have you ever noticed shit like that? I mean, what is it? If he's the devil, why is he the standard? If he's the devil, why do I have to impress him to talk to you? Who the fuck are you?
Come on.
So what I'm looking at is that the movement, now I'm going to do the history. I just had to get that off my chest because I just want to scream and yell at, and maybe some illegals need to do some home invasions on some of these people. Beat them up.
Come on.
Like they did. They did home invasions all over LA. And at the height of Negroes just killing each other by the hundreds each year in Los Angeles, they never shot up the gangsters from the other community that were firebombing them. Isn't that interesting? We never shoot a killer cop. Never shoot a slumlord that just only somebody that may not even want to fight, weak ass, punk ass, coward ass black men can lift 1 million pounds in the gym and can't lift his zipper to stand up to someone threatening his community. But I'm going to say something to you. The whole movement of the Black Boule and the so-called integrationists was the ethnocide, the destruction of black people. We're in the middle of a project of our extermination by people like Jamal Bryant and others. I mean, it's in your face. And so that guy could ask them a question and none of them could defend it. He asked. They didn't even have a spin to lie. They don't even have to lie because we're so fucking stupid as a collective. I mean, all these black men that fight over practically nothing, everybody got happy about the fight on the docks down in Montgomery. One of the best things that could ever happen was a crowd of black men beat those people's asses at Rainbow Push. I mean, it would that would shock them. Let me tell you something. Martin Luther King's ass, people threatened to beat his ass in Chicago. Martin Luther King's ass got more radical, but niggas grabbed him and said, we're going to beat the shit out of you, nigga preacher. We're going to tell you what time it is. So yeah, they did. They got Dr. King. And basically, Dr. King was in the custody of black gangsters for like a whole 2 days. And they schooled his ass. When you start hearing Martin Luther King make sense, they grabbed his boule bushy ass.
And sat him down.
And said, we're going to beat your fucking ass. We're going to melt your fucking Nobel Prize to make you drink it. Yeah, we got to drain your ass not coming out this hole we're going to put you in. This is the power concedes nothing. The power of our boule traders will never, ever concede anything until we have a regime change, or I like the German word, a putsch. In fact, 101 years ago, Hitler just tried to take power in Germany. We need to take power in our community by any means necessary. And we need to shove some of these old people out the way. I mean, it's really easy to do. Do you realize that Al Sharpton used to have a radio show where you could call into it here in D.C.? You could just call in. You know, I got on the line once, right? And I laid into him and Jesse and Sharpton. This is 19 years ago. They changed the format of the show for me. One person. They said, no more questions, set everything off. Because I got their asses on the ropes. They're not the smartest people. But they operate in what I call ignocracy. We don't have democracy. We have the rule of the stupid, the sellout, the traitor. We're under a dictatorship of bankrupt, immoral people like Jamal Bryant. Jamal Bryant is in Atlanta because gangsters and people ran his ass out of Baltimore. He had to leave because they were going to kill him. Okay? And he went to some place that was a little more faggoty and a little more strange than Baltimore, and he went to Atlanta. And that's why you're hearing about them. And until the broke ass people in Atlanta, I mean, take some of the dicks out of their mouths and their asses and stand up. I don't think you can. Well, I don't know, but maybe some experts listening. Maybe you can stand up getting fucked in the ass, but I don't. You know, I don't know. I'm never gonna find out.
Pause. Goddamn it.
I'm not gonna find out. But I used to work for the Howard Student paper, and they had an editor named Jason. I forget his last name. And I complained when I was on the paper because the only stories they would do were gay stories. And I asked him, why does everything have to be gay? And he says, well, what's your point? I says, can't you stand up as well as bend over?
Pause.
And they called the security. I had to get out the building. They go have me picked up. I was a bigot. I didn't say no gay stories. I says, but can't black people that don't suck dick, get equal time? And it's interesting. Let me tell you, a group of people that stick together, black folk that are sexually compromised, they're an army. Black pedophiles, black degenerates, black stud feminists, bull dagger dykes, pork chops, they're unified in their garbage. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. All the pussy-loving black men out there, you guys aren't shit. Just because you put your nut in the right hole, that's just the start of fucking things that men do. Where's your army? Where's your intelligence service? Where's your mutual fund, your investment group? There's a hell of a lot more to being straight than putting your dick in a pussy. And nowadays, y'all want ass more than you want pussy. Some of these ladies have not had a dick stuck in them from the front door. They're tired of being tight ends. They want to be wide receivers. And now, basically, you straight brothers like the same sex as the guys in jail, but, well, it's a woman's ass. To me, no, put it in a pussy if you're a real man. A lot of women out here are mad. I mean, and they're tired of having to do all these blowjobs, though more of them could do that and work hard to do it with enthusiasm. Like it's Father's Day, smoke the mic really good, right? I mean, double down, and you know what? Practice opera singing and breathing so you can get it all in there, right? And be generous, right? You don't have to spit it all out. But
pause. Well, go ahead, yeah.
Just black men, we can't go on this dumb shit we're on. There are too few black men, and there are lots of black males. Lots of simps, faggots, brotherfuckers, just waste black men. Damn, it's like maybe, the fentanyl epidemic would do us a favor if it just got rid of the no good black people. Shit, I mean, it's like really fucking up white people in Appalachian shit, clearing shit out. In fact, the illegals love that. And by the way, it's the same black men who can't stand up to illegals. You know why they like them? The illegals are their bosses helping them to sell this drug that's killing black people now, that's pushing up suicide and overdose rates. So a lot of these people, the black jobs now, is reselling the murder drugs that these illegals have brought up here. Let's just talk sorry ass black men. I mean,
real quick, brother Dr. Short, let me do something here. Brother Derek, I appreciate your contribution, sir. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on in here, sir. Salute to you as well, man. Thank you, brother Derek. We appreciate you, man.
I need to thank brother Derek because I know I be making these weak ass brothers mad. Brother Derek sent a donation. God bless him, because I be making the brotherfuckers mad, and that's my mission, to make you mad. Some need to tell you y'all fucked up. I got pussy, but you got no political power. I got pussy, but you don't have children with your last name. I got pussy, you don't got no community. You got no respect. You got no army. You got no money saved. You got no intergenerational wealth. You've got no security. You've got no human rights, but you got pussy. Damn. Seems like you can have pussy and the other things. In fact, from the Gospel of Dr. Short, choose ye this day pussy you will not serve, and all these things shall be added unto you. You can too be heterosexual and have political social power, know how to fucking read, write, count, multiply, and do something other than I got a big dick. We got to be more than that. It sound like you are some kind of stereotype of a slave breeding plantation. I got a big dick.
Brother Dr. Shaw. Salute to my sisters, DW. I see you, sis. What's happening to Queen DW in the building, y'all? Salute to our sis for checking. Hannibal, salute. I see you as well. Salute to Hannibal. We got a few other people that just came in as well. I see y'all. Let me see. Hannibal. My brother Black Laren. Salute, brother Black Laren. Checking in. The link is in there, brother Black Laren, if you want to check in on this. We got about maybe another 20 minutes or so, and then I'm shutting him down. Who else did I miss in here? Brother Rodney, salute. Brother Bunker. Who else did I miss in here? Brother Chris, I see you, Chris. Who else? Who else did I miss in here? Pardon me, y'all, if I missed you. Suprelo, and who else we got in here? Do, and who else did I miss? Pardon me if I missed, but anyway, salute to all of y'all that's checking. 90 plus in the building. Q, man, let me go to you because I got this clip I'm going to play here, man. Another melanated apologist, who's masquerading as a black American, crashing all the way out for this whole immigration situation. But what say you, sir?
Hey, listen. It's plain and simple. When you're around a coon, when you're around a sellout,
Oh, here you go. Come on, man.
They need to be purged up out of here. They need to go. They need to go. What's amazing is Chef C and myself, a few broadcasts ago, a lot of people didn't understand when we talked about the code, and how we don't like that. That code is being thrown around so loosely as far as leadership. But the bottom line is you should know the code. The code should be embedded in your DNA. It should be from the soil.
Come on.
But we continuously embolden these cones, these sellouts. Like Dr. Short said, if you know anything about Jamal Bryant, he literally got ran out of Baltimore, doubled down, and ran down Atlanta. And nobody holds him accountable. His congregation don't say nothing. His congregation don't say nothing about some of his outside activities.
He's a whore. He's a slut. He's allegedly a pedophile. I mean, damn it. What does he have to do? Die of, you know what? I got there. If he died of AIDS, only then would people even say, well, he had some problems. Well, but he was more good than bad. That's the thing. You know what? I'll tell you something.
Well, hold that thought, brother Short. Let Q finish his thoughts, sir. Then I'll go to you.
I'm listening to Dr. Short, and I'm when you start reminiscing and you start thinking about that this behavior goes on, you have to question yourself. I'm convinced that the black community as a whole like to be fucked. We like this shit.
Yeah. The only difference between a tranny and a sex worker and average black folks is that those folks do it for the money. And they've got a movement.
We do it to say I'm black and I'm proud.
No, they don't. They're not black and proud. They're just doing it because, it's sort of like animals in heat. Nothing has a purpose. It's just, you know what? Black people, that's why I use the term blacknecks. We're like the white folks that are on crystal meth and ice and shit and Pabst Blue Ribbon and and Rolling Rock and all the little cheap ass beers that niggas and white people. We're like rednecks without any white status. We're just like rednecks. The only difference is the redneck is white. And that's why if you go to certain places in the country, you'll find that you'll see black addicts in Baltimore. Baltimore is one place where you'll see black and white junkies together, rednecks and broke down ass bootleg niggas, all on drugs together, heroin and everything else hanging out together. And they're in unity. A significant element of our population is nothing but melanated rednecks. We're just this wild, nasty, goofy, trashy. I'll tell you something. White male rednecks, you can get them at least around whiteness. Blacknecks, there's nothing that they'll fight for beyond their individual. It's basically being my dick against the world. And you know what? They don't like black women. They don't like black pussy, but they don't like the people that have them. I just those on 4 holes: a mouth, a vagina, a butthole, and a pocketbook opening. That's all those fuckers care about. 4 holes. They don't give a damn about women. Don't give a damn if the baby come out the pussy hole, this, that, and the other. And like ass sex more than in prison, and you have more sex than they have, and you have options. The guys in jail be treating women like queens and shit, even if they're murders and this and shit. So that's it. I mean, what the fuck do you stand for?
Hey, you breaking up again, brother Short, brother Dr. Short. They do me a favor, kick down, kick back up. You got him again. Brother Q, you got the flow, sir. Let me see, they on it.
I mean, it's self-explanatory. It's time that the people, the brothers on the panel, it's time that everybody in the chat. It's time that we really take a stand and not allow these type of conversations should not keep being regurgitated over and over on various platforms. These people have sold us out, and they need to be treated as traitors.
Right.
They shouldn't even be around no more. They should just go off into pasture. But they're still around because people still think it's some good left in them.
It's nothing good. They want to screw those guys and get from the AIDS and babies out of wedlock to look into.
Brother Short, they on you, man. You really sound bad, brother Dr. Short. Really sound bad, sir. All right, give me a sec. Let Q finish his thought and let's see if it recalibrates. Salute, Big Meats. I see you. Go ahead, Q.
When you look at Jesse Jackson, and you know about the story, and we done talked about it on the show various times, that this man was chasing notoriety so bad that he literally put Dr. King's blood all over his clothes just so he could say that he got Dr. King's blood on him and be held as a sympathized figure. Just think about that. This is the mindset of King Coon, because that's what he is. He's a King Coon.
Well, he hasn't fallen off the Empire State Building yet. We need to push
there you go. You nice and clear now, brother Short. You nice and clear.
God, that's the same. All of the
well, damn. So
yes.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
Just this is Father's Day, and we need to be real about what fathers do. Fathers protect. I was reading a story about in Russia. This man caught another man raping his child, and he made the man dig a grave, and then he killed him. And that's my kind of dad. We've got an epidemic of pedophilia where people walk around as heroes. Some of them are rap stars, as some of your asses will die for, with baby oil and all this evidence is something that's really awful. And most people are upset that Diddy's parties ended, that they didn't get to be A-list, and that A stands for ass. Ass listers to make it to Diddy's parties. You know, I mean, it's really, I mean, let's be completely honest. There's a lot of anger that, I mean, well, Diddy, those are consenting adults. Well, but you make it seem like it's just a man and a woman. What about all these young guys? Was Justin Bieber a consenting adult? Was Usher a consenting adult? Was Brown, what's his boy's name? One's always in trouble and shit, trying to prove he's a man. Come on, Chris Brown. Okay, we've become.
You mean Orlando? You mean Orlando Brown, right?
No, I mean Chris Brown. Something happened with Rihanna. I'm not saying it happened to him, but maybe something did.
Copy.
That business. Why aren't we upset about any of this? Missing women, missing children, child and family services, stealing and raping kids over the country. And you know what? Not a fucking number from black men. In fact, I mean, the average white man even see a white woman with a black man, he's ready to kill all the black people worldwide. Even if the white woman handcuffed and attacked a black man, he's willing to punish for his. He don't even want the white woman. He may even be gay. He doesn't want to see a white woman with a black man. And he'll fight. Even a white sodomite. What do straight black men such thing as a straight black man? I don't think so. I don't believe it. I will believe that when I see people fighting for their communities, for jobs, for sanity. For Jamal Bryant's ass to just have a group of black men with baseball bats go up to New Birth Church and say, "You're no longer the pastor." And tell any of those big fat women, I don't know when you saw Kamala go there, and it was like the color guard of morbidly overweight black women. They're all about 2 to 3 feet wide. They're all standing with different colors across the front of the church. I mean, damn, those motherfuckers, they could probably keep the tsunami waves back. They're so big. They were all there. Yeah, these bloated, boule bitches. Yes, I said it. And Jamal Brown walks in with enough conversation on steroids. Yeah, a woman got the right to do what she wants with her body. Her body. A woman God, he's like John Lewis. Another person that was moist and degenerate that was Greek. He's a Sigma. What's a little punk ass nigga? Jamal is a Kappa. Why aren't black folks mad at this shit? Why do black men feel like they have to bend over and take it up the ass in these secret societies to be somebody? You know what? These illegals who can't read or write or dress, the ugly ass shoes and the fucked up hats and the weird shaped bodies, but those motherfuckers can come together and conquer. And we can't even come together and conquer and shit anymore. Pretty soon niggas are going to be in the sex dolls and shit. See, rich white men fuck plastic dolls. We can't do. I see this as just another advance in black people for us to move from dealing with physical human beings to become a transhuman person with the sex doll. And by the way, I don't need to sign a prenup with the sex doll. And look, she's white. So I think Dr. King, this is like the white boy. This kind of shit. I mean, I almost wish all those people that COVID shots that spike protein would just kill their asses.
That part. Hold up, brother. Hold up, brother. Dr. Short. Ladies and gentlemen, the wolf is in the building. Brother Juan J. Johnson, sir, are you up to speed, sir? Brother Juan J. Johnson, sir, are you in the building and up to speed, sir?
I am not up to speed. I am driving, but I heard the broadcast, and Dr. Short is cooking with. He's doing a major souffle. Brilliant.
Well, brother Dr. Short like to make pies, so he baking a real nice, I believe it's coconut pies, right, Dr. Short? Your special is coconut pies, sir.
Yeah, because they're white like Jesus, so you know I love coconut.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say this. Can you hear me?
Dr. Short is the president of Coon Busters. We got to understand that this is something that Dr. Short takes pride in, is being a coon buster.
Salute,
and we have kind of fell back from busting coons' ass.
Come on.
They need to go.
Pause.
And no, wait. I just saw Sister Brooke on here. That's the lady that shut down the Asians, had the whole country trembling. And the black men went and backed her, and he got attacked by some stud ass women. But there should have been more black men to help them out. You know, this is one black woman tired of bullshit. And I have to say the black men did stand up, and in that instance, they got attacked by pork chops, so were overwhelmed. It was like one of those Chinese human wave things in the Korean War and shit. There wasn't enough napalm and white phosphorus to like shut them down. But black men, we got to fight something other than each other. We have close to 10,000 black on black murders every year. But you can't point to one person who gets their life taken for a justified purpose. I'm not calling for violence. I'm just saying that's interesting. Like this white dude up in Minnesota that shot everybody, I think that shit's horrible. But you know what? Black politicians and preachers, the only people they fear are white people who will get them if they dare speak up for black people. I remember when we had black leaders, you know why? White folks are trying to kill them. I will know that we have real black leaders the day that these people need security and have to move. In South Africa, when the apartheid thing was beginning to end, that was when the blacks who supported their own people's oppression began getting attacked. And they had to be moved to secure areas where they could live without fear of being punished for betraying the people. We must have this movement to punish traitors. Until we have such a movement, we may as well hand our children's rectums and mouths and their vaginas over to the illegals and whoever wants to take it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, let's go to Brother Wolf. Go ahead.
I'm calling for violence. I am going on record on the 15th of June, 2025. I'm calling for violence.
Hold on, Wolf. Ladies and gentlemen, disclaimer. The thoughts and statements are of their own individual prowess. I do not take ownership for what anybody says. This is their own expression, ladies and gentlemen.
With that said, okay, you can say that. We have watched Netanyahu do a preemptive strike on a country. He did a preemptive strike on a country that did not have what he said they had. Okay? Let me be very clear. If we can co-sign what Netanyahu did with no evidence, I'm calling for violence. Now look, you can do violence how you want to, but we have got to get away from this, you know what? This sad, sorry,
Martin Luther King
making concessions. Netanyahu When I tell you he sent 200, 300 bombs into Iran, unapologetic, went after not just the chemists, but the military and anybody involved with maybe producing what nuclear weapons.
Right.
And we sit here like, you know what? Hey, we ain't calling for violence. This dude is like a Caesar. We sit back and watch what he did and talking about we ain't calling for violence. Bullshit. If he can do it for his nation and the other country ain't said nothing, ain't did nothing, I'm on board. I side with Netanyahu. Because you know what? If he believes his people under threat, under annihilation, and so are we. So are we. So y'all keep on this peace be still bullshit.
Come on. Yeah.
Netanyahu, man, he went after not just the generals, not just the Ayatollah, the Khomeinis, but the sites. And he did not apologize for killing folks. Talking about targets. The targets mean kill folks. So I'm on record. I follow in the flow of Netanyahu for Black Americans.
Nit said it's up.
Okay? So y'all can keep on being these pacifists and listen to these sisters. Watch this. I didn't see not one sister, not one female speak out against what he did from his culture, from his lineage, from the Jewish community. He need to stop talking to these sisters. I'm done with the sisters. You ain't about that fight, shut your mouth. Because all y'all doing is talking. I don't talk. Y'all know this. I teach you how to stop the threat, which is a short answer for I teach you how to kill people. And I'm not landing my plane. I'm just saying I am with Netanyahu right now. Okay? Because y'all keep on talking. He talking about the salvation, the preservation of his people. And you men that Dr. Short called out, you're worthless. You're beyond worthless. You need to die.
Hey, yo, Wolf. Hold on, Wolf. Did you just got a church, sir?
To be done. I hate in the strongest terms weak men. I hate them because they are the ones who got us here. What is here?
Wolf. Hold on then. Shit.
Scared to death Negroes are my enemy.
So I don't know what the conversation was, but I'm going to break it today. And you can use this 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 2 years from now. Yes, I stand with Netanyahu in destroying his enemies. And he ain't talking it, he dropping bombs. All y'all doing is dropping comments. Miss me with that.
Oh, shit. Okay, Wolf. God damn. Hey, listen. Let me, hold on. Q. Let me go to brother Q. Let me go to Q. Q, can you tell him?
There's nothing else to say.
I'm just saying, we know
Close it
we
out.
watch
I
right
close
now.
the show out. There's nothing else to say.
We have watched the Jewish Zionists drop bombs in Iran, and we talking about this other bullshit.
Okay, I see where Wolf at today.
We need to learn a lesson. Stop begging and start acting. That's what's. Look here. I don't say much. You know why? Because if I believe it, it's done. I'm going after you. I'm gonna take you out. Like Benjamin Netanyahu. He dropping bombs in the middle of Iran. Unapologetic. I took out your scientists. I took out your bases. I took out your uranium pieces. Okay? These are bombs. And black folks online talking about some bullshit. Miss me with that. I mean, you might this may be my last social media post, social media panel. Because I know black men, as Dr. Short say, you cowards. You're the worst. All you do is talk. You don't do nothing else. Miss me with your somebody give me that cue. Can we all just get along?
The house Negro.
Everybody love everybody! Everybody love everybody! Come on!
You want no trouble. Toby be good nigga for master. Good nigga. Don't say Toby way. Toby be good for your hand, boss. Good for your hand, master. Right. All
so
right.
You can clip this. Clip it. Netanyahu, he don't send threats.
Hold on now. You 10-toe with Nick. 10-toe with Nick. You know what? Let me play this just to bring it on home. Old world protests. New world conquest, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just trying to make it make sense for those who are like to be slow. Remember, love everybody. Everybody
love everybody! Come on!
I will say, it is very interesting to watch black folks call people immigrants. That is hilarious, right? When the number one immigrant in the world is the white man. The white man is the immigrant in Australia, South Africa, the Americas, right? There's no smoke for the original passport, bro. He has spread his seed throughout the whole planet, but there's no smoke for him. He is the original immigrant, right? So when did the white man become the natural citizen of America, right? So to watch a conquered group of people, which are black Americans, called...
I'm letting that percolate. A conquered group of people. Okay? A conquered group of people calling for the separation, essentially, of immigrants, including ones like himself. These type of melanatids are the problem. These are your chameleons, y'all. Black America. Your chameleons that some of you Negroes love to say, yo, let's bring them in here. But that motherfucker rarely ever invite you in the house to eat a bowl of jollof. Or eat a plate of oxtails with the rice and peas. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I know. Some of y'all been raised up. You know what type of time it is. But they'll come out here and make the little social media clips. See, it's rare for a melanated immigrant to have or invite a black American into their house. I want y'all to pay attention to that shit.
Anybody, anything is fucking comedy. Black people have no nationality.
As he more than likely may be sitting in America. No nationality, no culture, no nothing. Conquered people, etc., etc. 10 toes down on it. But look at his shirt, y'all. Look at his shirt.
Right? Black is not a nationality, right? So to classify yourself as black, you are non-descendable, right? So to witness non-descendable people call other people immigrants. What? It's ill. I've been living in Phoenix, Arizona for about 20 years, and I'm very familiar and have been aligned with Hispanic people. These people are very hard to break, okay? So even these things that's going on with ICE and the federal government, that's not gonna break these people. They'll lose a couple battles, but these people are not easily broken.
He's got a oblita somewhere, y'all. He's got him a Maria somewhere that he's loving on. She cooking good for him. Okay. He loved them rice and peas. He loved that Sazun. Huh?
It's all good until the cartels start using his house for a spot.
Right. right.
That's what's going to happen. It's all good till the cartels start using his house as and tell him you're going to be a mule and force him to do it. Like, we got to stop playing games of realizing who these people are. This is an individual. Yeah, we know that the word black is a social construct. Who don't know that? But these are the type of Negroes that hate themselves.
Come on.
That they hate themselves, so they have assimilated or tried to get closer, as Dr. Short would always say, to whiteness. But he's going to have his moment, as Paul Mooney says. He's going to have his moment real soon, because it's only a matter of time before her cousin's uncle tell him, yo, tote this across the state line. And you're going to do it, Joker.
Or end up dead.
He's going to be a mule. I guarantee it. If you're in Phoenix, he knows exactly what I'm saying. He's a mule.
Brothers, let's just be honest. I said it before. Latino. A whole lot of folks, this is all about some interracial sex and access. And if you need some coochie with some sofrito and pimenta and some salsa in it, if that's what you need, okay. And your life, sort of like black men getting deleted, messing with the trailer park Karens, then these people already did to us. In fact, you know, in my family, the high yellow part, the ones who could pass, I have some really relatives that really color struck. I'm sorry, I'm not like that, Chef C. I was never down for this light skin's better than dark. I hate that shit. I don't know what to do. I hate it so much, but I'm not like that. But when my Aunt Justice married my Uncle Cleophas, that family that's light skinned, well, I'll just say the name. People in the DC area have heard of the Proctors. I'm sorry, I'm not like that. I'm sorry, I don't have nothing to do with that shit. They had a funeral. You married that fucking nigga Spade, you're dead to us. They had a funeral for that bitch. And my Aunt Justice was a really nice woman, had like straight hair, very nice, sweet, light-skinned lady. Never ever talked about her family. They had a funeral. She became dead to them for marrying dark-skinned person from down country Georgia. Just die. Around this color bullshit. Well, we need to have funerals for the niggas that betray us and that they're dead to us. In fact, that's what I do when I find out you're a coon. You don't really exist anymore. To me, you're just a Klansman with one of those high-end black mask and shit so you can commit crimes. And your ass is dead to me. I don't know you. In fact, you know, I'm going to start doing communion with people in my fellowship. I will not serve communion to a coon. If you're traded to, I won't do your funeral. I don't want nothing. I won't bless your baby. Fuck you. You hate God and your people, then do that shit yourself. I don't want to touch you. I don't want to marry you. I don't want nothing to do. You hate your own people. You deserve what you get. You're dead to us. That's how other people operate through major social ostracism. You want to meet a strong family, put an Indian with the black, especially that Indian person being treated real well, and they know that their family will never, no matter what, the family will say the black person is perfect, but they're black. Okay, you're going to have to give up. And the words of this Pakistani mother to her daughter, who was in Baltimore, black sex doesn't last forever. You can't have our money and his black dick too. You'll have to choose. You can't have both. The mother said, I know you're happy. I know he's kicking that shit out the park every time. I know how he's made you. That dick is so good. You defied us. But you can't have our money and have your little nigger. And see, she's this unhappy Indian bitch, a Pakistani bitch, I'm sorry, same difference, that are in an arranged marriage where nobody's happy and shit. But she did it, and she wanted her daughter to be unhappy with some ignorant ass nigga who's fucking his second cousin and shit. That mother didn't care that the daughter's happy, that he's faithful. He's not on the menu of people that will allow for you to marry, no matter how happy. The mother says, I know how good it is to you. She was jealous. Knowing to be that good, but just look at how he's done. Made you just. You were a good girl. That black dick made you stand up to me, and I won't have it. It's got to go. I told that bitch when I didn't even know her. I said that you're one of those Asian racist bitches. Your family's racist. Well, my boyfriend's black. I said your family's against it. Well, we're married. I said, your family's against it. I was speaking at this church, it's Union, I think it's Union Temple Baptist Church in Baltimore. And she came up to introduce me to her black husband. And I rolled my eyes and says, this isn't going to last 10 years. Okay. I met him. Your family still doesn't like him. You know what? She left him eventually. One day she left a note because she wanted the family's money. And she told him, I won't be with anyone else, but I love you. But like the mother said, black sex doesn't last forever. Mariachi pussy has an expiration date. Puerto Rican sofrito pussy, because they look good until they get about 40. Then it all hang out and shit, you know. I don't know what it is in the cellulite, synopticides, you know, like Jesus. Blood and water came out the eye. Well, for them, it's lard and water. This shit doesn't last. And the family don't like and they abuse your kids. And I'm not saying that there aren't mixed couples at work. This is not what I'm suggesting. But the people that did this stuff on the swirl, I hate being black. And I don't want to be amongst my own. Not like you fell in love with someone. I mean, that happens. I'm not going to tell people who to love. But I will say, I don't support swirling, recreational swirling and betraying. That's not cool. And say, I'll tell you something about white guys. Even the Germans could fuck those Jewish women in concentration camp and still put their ass in the oven. Still put their ass in the chamber. I'm not talking about doing anything like that. But you know what? Black people can't do that. They can't stay on their people's business and fuck too. So since you can't do that, don't fuck anybody that's not in your group.
Come on.
Let's make it simple. Screw your own kind.
Well, I'll tell you
I'm not saying that I'm not saying you can't be with, but we don't do well with that. When I see a black person get with another person, they respect the group they marry into more than the group that they come from. When a black person marries an African or Caribbean, Their family demand respect from the Black American person. They defer to those fuckers. They act like they're in Buckingham Palace, and those motherfuckers are from slums and shit. And they're nasty. Most of the time, it's not the same amount of respect. Normally, you see the foreign motherfucker, the non-freedman person is in charge. And it's like, oh, I'm so glad to have some foreign pussy. I'm an indentured servant. You know, it's my civic duty to be a slave to non-FBA booty.
Well, I'll tell you what, brother Dr. Short. I'm gonna get ready to shut this thing down, man. What's your final words on this particular broadcast?
Support the channel. Support our channels. Don't be a fucking fagonist, a brother fucker, a time out bastard making liar, switch hitting, asshole doo-doo crust eating black dude. Be a fucking fighter black man. And find yourself a woman that doesn't think her tits are balls too. It's not dual purpose. One has milk, one has cum. If you don't get that, don't be with the woman if she's trying to be your man. One day she's going to wake up riding your ass like Blazing Saddles and shit. And you don't think your name is Trigger. And that was a white horse, by the way. So let's just be straight. Make Black American men patriarchs again. Make America patriarchal again, MAPA. And by the way, and yes, hate feminism. I hate that shit. Burn all of it down. Burn the books. Fuck Alice Walker. That little toadstool looking bell hooks. Fuck that bitch too. I said it. I don't like Oprah. I still don't like you hoes. I haven't forgotten you little traitor pork chop hoes, but we're going to talk about sorry ass black men. And get in your fucking pockets and back one another. Invest in one another. Love one another. And I'm not talking about suck a dick. Because I tell you, people that suck dick, they be strong. Pussy eating, pussy loving black men need to stand up.
Salute. Shout out to our brother Dr. Short. Brother Dr. Short, when's your next broadcast, man? What can they look forward to next week? I know you do a Saturday service, but anything coming down? I'm
back to reading. I'm gonna do an Angry Black Man book thing tomorrow.
Okay.
I had to take care. You know, a foreigner nearly killed my mother with morphine and shit. Well, Nigerian bitch, I had to tell her that the guy at ICE, Homeland Security, is in my circle of friends. I'll send all those motherfuckers back to palm oil country. You should have seen that bitch when I said it's like she swallowed a bowling ball or some Kong. Yeah. Now she's all scared and all nice mama and shit. Come on, time. Before, you know, all defined and shit. Leaving foo-foo trails and shit all through the house, having to clean it up. Anyway.
Salute, brother Dr. Short, man. Hey, make sure y'all go over subscribe to our brother Dr. Short, Angry Black Man's Book Club, ladies and gentlemen. My brother Q, man, any final words? And definitely let them know, man, if you're dropping on Tuesday. Let them know what's shaking with that one if you got that conversation happening on Tuesday, sir.
Yeah, I might do something, man. You know, just be aware of what's going on, man, and these sellouts, man. These people that run around and say they for the overall black community. We have to, before we attempt to take a step forward on any other things out of the collective, we got to purge these coons, sellouts, and traitors up out of here and stop giving them refuge. Hopefully, me and Sister Azima and myself will be back Tuesday doing what we do, you know, talking about, you know, Constitution, and which is interesting because SCOTUS is about to rule on the 13th Amendment, on the birthright citizenship. And, you know, we know if we from the soil, it don't affect us. It actually affirms who we are. So we'll see.
Salute to our brother Q from Let's Talk To, y'all. Definitely looking forward to that. Make sure y'all lock in with our brother Q. Subscribe to his platform. Let's Talk To YouTube, Tuesday. Phenomenal work with him and what he's doing with the sisters over there. So y'all definitely want to check him out. Salute to our brother Q. Definitely, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, I gotta tell you, let's get ready to break it on down, y'all. Phenomenal conversation here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I always want to thank all of y'all for coming through and rocking with me, man, and making sure we do what it is that we do. Unapologetically, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to this particular content here. But I gotta tell you that old world protests, same shit, just a different day. However, those same tactics are now being used by the very people who are here to displace us. You have to remove your empathy when it comes to a particular type of illegal immigrant. Okay? They are not here, right? Simply off of equal rights and benefits that come with being here in the United States. They are here for conquest. And there was a saying at one particular time, ladies and gentlemen, they say, the British are coming. All right? No. The Spics are coming, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, I want y'all to always keep your head on a swivel, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't subscribed to my alternate platform, make sure you go ahead and do that. The Cook Up with Chef C, for all your food content needs only over there. We don't have no blackity black. This is what we do it here on All That Next podcast, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves,
stack you hard, fool.
yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, that is our co-sponsor of today's broadcast and season 2 of On That Next podcast. Our brother Juan J. Johnson believes that there is a lone wolf in all of you. So everybody, for your firearms needs, definitely go check him out. lwftraining.com. Get your mind right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, because this shit is very real. Okay? Everybody ain't your friend, no matter how nice and how much coochie or Spanish Latino coochie licking that these folks do. They ain't your friends. And this ain't just the Latinos. Any other immigrant that's here, melanated or not, they're talking against you, don't support, or even stay out of the way. They are an enemy to you, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for joining us here today. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, in a system of white degeneracy, you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. My name is Chef C, and I'm out of here.
enemy.